Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth act where the story and the conflict continues. My name is Phil and this is Alex. This is our second take of Roma and Alex is very mad at me. Because while we finished the first recording, we got into more beef. So, here's the conflict. We'll just get right into it. You don't need to know anything else about our shtick now. It's been
Spoilers.
8 episodes in.
We are
We are not a brand new channel.
We're a brand new movie reviewing
It's
channel.
been 7 episodes. We are established. Let's just get into it. Our last review ran 18 minutes. It's far too long. Apparently, we're allowed to talk about.
If you've
Let's
not
go.
seen Roma, do not watch this.
Side note, here's a joke. You should have seen Roma by now. It's Netflix. You don't have to make this excuse like, oh, you don't have to go to the theater.
You really should go to the theater.
You don't have to. It's free. It's practically free. You probably steal Netflix. You don't need to go to the theater. You can watch it at home. But you should have seen it by now. Go on.
All right, Roma, directed by Alfonso Cuarón, starring Yalitza Aparicio.
As Cleo. Yes,
As Cleo.
First point.
Okay. My first point, you have to see this in a movie theater.
I hate you. You do not have to see this in the theater. You can watch it at home. Let's move on. Big deal.
You have to see this in a movie theater.
I just
No. We're gonna no. We hash it out. This is what we do. We hash it out.
You're just gonna yell at me. You're gonna
Okay,
spread
you have no idea what you're missing. You this.
You don't even know how to speak.
The cinematography is amazing in this movie.
I'm gonna give you a minute.
Okay, give me a minute.
You can keep talking until I get the timer going, but you better use your time now.
All right, the cinematography is beautiful.
I'm listening.
I love looking around the frame to find the character. His blocking is amazing. His choreography, running through the street corners, through the streets with the camera moving with her is amazing.
I agree. The cinematography is very well executed.
Okay, well the sound is really amazing too. How do you feel about the sound?
Sound was all right.
Yeah, you know why you say that? You know why you say that?
Oh, because it wasn't subwoofers in my house, right?
Because you didn't see it in the movie theater. You didn't have speakers behind you. You didn't have speakers to the right. You had speakers only in the front. You didn't have a subwoofer that shook the floor when those waves were crashing on her. My chair was I do. My chair was shaking. I was breathing very heavily because of that. You can close your eyes and listen to the atmosphere of the farm, listen to the atmosphere of the city, everything. Walking through the street with the bikes or whatever.
Let's move on.
You said you'd give me a minute. I got 10 seconds left. When the guy was, I don't know. There's just
I don't know.
Stuff. There's just great stuff. It's good.
All right, I'm gonna let that ding in 3, 2, 1. I muted it. Oh no, there it is. Okay. That is that. You did. Stop it. What the hell? Okay. All right. We might cut that out. We might not. Okay. My point. It took a half hour for the movie to really get going, for the story to really get going. You find out at like 32 minutes in. Fact check me on this. That she's pregnant and she now has to prepare for a kid and the father left. Why did that take so long? Everything took so long.
They're establishing their lives. I disagree with you, but I understand where you're coming from. But I disagree with you.
So calmly.
I'm trying to calm down.
But I understand.
I disagree with you. I was happily watching just to see what he was going to set up, where I was letting myself be indulged in the environment that he was creating for me.
Disagree, but okay. And on top of that, the opening credits sequence was really long as well. Just because we're talking about the first 30 minutes, the opening credits sequence was so long. There's just credits going about the cast and crew. You literally see her scrubbing a floor for 5 minutes.
You know why you didn't like that?
Tell me why.
Because you didn't see it in a movie theater with better sound.
You're annoying. So annoying.
It's
okay. Moving on. Go to your point.
This movie was full of brilliant subtext.
Please elaborate before I disagree with you.
Amazing subtext. There's the subtext of her running into the water when the waves crashing over her. That's the rebirth of her. She's finding that she will fight for life. That she does understand the beauty and the horror of it, that it has to coexist. When the kids were fighting and they threw an egg at him, it was a decorative egg. It's an egg.
And she's carrying a baby in an egg.
She cracks an egg at one point and feeds somebody with it.
I agree.
There's a lot of
Looking back
subtext.
at it now, there's good subtext in the film.
It's almost all subtext.
I agree. There's good execution of subtext when you
Go
are
ahead.
presented to it, but while watching it, I don't think you could really put it together.
I put it together.
Oh yeah, he just read the eggs afterwards. Okay, he just read all about the egg afterwards. Moving on. Furman could have been an interesting character conflict, but he wasn't developed enough.
I agree with him, and I agree also, let me add to your point, the father. Those are the only two really important men in the movie. They're both kind of assholes, to be honest, and they're just there to serve the women's story, which is fine. I thought they did their thing and they did it well.
I just think that he wasn't developed. He could have had an interesting arc. I mean, he ends up fighting for this the Corpus Christi student riots in 1971. Didn't really know what he was fighting for unless I missed it in the context. And then like you see the riots.
Twist. Yeah.
It just didn't pay out. Like, I mean, he went to, I mean, like when they were like looting and they were trying to find a place to hide in the riots, he sees Cleo with like carrying his child and like he like holds a gun up to her and it's like, it doesn't resonate with me. It's not.
He's just another one of the threats in the world that have her considering whether or not she wants this child. He's just another one of the threats. There's dangers everywhere. This movie is so good at making you feel them.
Okay, go on.
My favorite part was when Cleo balanced with her eyes closed.
Yeah, I did that while I was watching at home.
Well, I liked it.
Did you do it in the theater? Just
yeah, first row. No one.
Sit down.
Right. I know. I love this moment. It proves that she's the warrior in this group of people. She's the one that can do this. That's why we're following her character. It's kind of the one moment that transcends the realism and acknowledges that this is a movie with the main character.
Okay.
All right. We agreed.
No, I don't agree. I'm just saying okay.
He said okay. We agree. Go ahead.
I'm trying to move on. Her baby dying wasn't emotional enough for me. I didn't care about her character, and when she revealed on the beach that she didn't want the baby to survive, I could tell from the beginning. Not from the beginning. I could tell before that happened.
Strongly disagree.
Oh my god. Why?
Well, okay. It might. I mean, there's a lot of people who have gone through this movie and not really had the emotional impact.
Yes. Well, actually, side note. Alex mentioned to me that he teared up twice during this movie. When did you tear up? Was that one of the times?
That was one of the times.
I'm not going to make fun of you for tearing up. That's a real situation that women go through. It's not something to make fun of.
It was.
I'm just saying it didn't resonate with me.
With me, it did. I have a sister-in-law that kind of had almost a similar thing.
Okay.
It was not so much that the fact that the child was born dead. It was when the doctor said, "Would you like to meet her?" And that was like that was a moment that I thought about it in a much different way. Like this was a person that you almost grew up with, and just something about that just really just twisted my tear ducts.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the other time that you cried?
When she admitted that she didn't want her.
Okay.
So that it's tied to, and I was also really breathing heavily because the waves and the subwoofer in the theater that I went to see it in. You got
no reviews on YouTube. Has anyone been mentioned a subwoofer once and not twice? And it's reviewed twice. Okay. You have anything else? You want to run down some random stuff too?
Yeah. At the end, we just rattle off some ones. This movie is a bit more feeling than story. I'll admit.
A lot more feeling than story. We agree.
I cried twice. We covered this.
Yes.
It was the ugly scrunch your face up kind of cry. And I can never unsee the naked staff fighting scene.
That was annoying. I really don't want to.
I liked it.
I liked it.
I honestly,
I think.
It's a moment to kind of show his true self that he's a danger.
Okay. I have one more point. I suppose it could be a point or rattle off. The kids almost drowning was bad parenting and lazy writing. That bothered me.
I think you're missing a lot.
The woman leaves Cleo in charge. It's like, hey, don't let the kids go in the ocean, and she does it anyways, and just.
The movie's about.
It was there for her to.
It
was there for her to come to her character arc. Okay. Didn't seem plausible enough for me. My problem with this movie
the ocean is dangerous.
that I don't think the ocean is dangerous. Millions of fish are going to get lost at sea.
These are your thoughts.
I just don't think it was executed well. Like, for example, I think for a person who's never acted, I think it was very noble of Alfonso Cuarón to find someone who's never had any acting experience. I think it was very noble of her and very powerful that she acted in this. I don't think the material that she was given or the way that it was just executed behind the camera really resonated with me. I will not make fun of you for crying at a film, okay? But it didn't give me the emotion that it may have given other people, okay? So, I just don't think, it was developed enough, I suppose. It just didn't really resonate with me.
I understand.
Okay, well, that's shocking. Thank you. And
but you're wrong, because you should have seen this.
Oh, my God! And then Boris is my favorite character.
Boris.
Do you remember who Boris is?
No.
The dog?
The dog.
He just is hopping all the time. He's so fun.
He has
but he
spot front and center
so much.
As well.
He poops so much, and it's annoying because she's the maid and she's supposed to be cleaning up the poop, and she doesn't clean it up, and it's you're a bad maid. But that would do it for Roma.
Subtext, but yeah, okay.
Subtext. Okay. What's the subtext, real quick? It's going to bother you.
She's shoveling shit at the beginning of her job, and she goes through this arc where she kind of starts to appreciate where she's at.
You kind of lost people on that one, I bet you. But okay. So yes, that is our review for Roma. It is not about a city in Italy. which is why I wore this, and I was clearly misled. It's about a city in Mexico, Alfonso Cuarón's hometown, home city, where he grew up. The movie is influenced by his maid, and
how she became a parental figure to him.
In the running for Best Film and Best Foreign Film. It shouldn't be nominated for both categories, but that's just me. But that will do it for our 8-part Oscar series of film reviews. We are still available to host the Oscars tomorrow if you're watching this live when we put it up. If not, call us for the 92nd or the 93rd Oscars. We will host it. It'll be a train wreck, but it'll be entertaining.
We can do it.
But, so we are going to sign off. But before we do, we will be back Monday in 2 days for a Oscar review breakdown of the Oscars. And every Monday on this channel, we will have reviews for you and other videos maybe down the road. So be sure to tune in on Monday.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe.
Or don't.
And, I mean, really though, please do. And let me know in the comments if I lost you with all of my subtext talk.
Or if you can prove him wrong, please comment as well. Bye! Adios! You gotta say adios. It's Roma.
I'm not saying
Where are you going? Come back.